You ready?
Not completely.
God,
Hold on. You gotta make sure you do not hit the green thing.
yeah, I'm gonna sit like kind of over here.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of sit over here.
Alright, well, you gotta make sure your voice is picked up by the mic. So, like, perfect.
Alright.
Alright. I don't know why we do that. We don't have anything to sync. Anyway.
Clap.
Yep. This is Sorry, I thought I heard my phone going off. But this is our podcast.
Hello.
We got coffee.
Yes, I do like coffee.
Coffee.
Okay.
Anyway, so, first things first. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Riley.
I'm Connor.
I'm the one with the very high-pitched voice that sounds like an 8-year-old in the lisp that doesn't really... Yeah.
I'm Connor.
He's Connor.
No, I'm Connor. I don't really...
See, he's the co-host. I'm the main host.
That is if you actually edit and then release
I am
this.
gonna edit, okay?
That's what you said the last 4 times we tried. We had 2 gameplay. We retried the gameplay stuff twice, and then we recorded like 3 different podcasts. That's like 5 different things we tried to record.
I know, right?
Although the gameplay was fun. I actually liked the Undertale one was especially. It might because I was...
If we do... Okay, first off, let's continue introducing ourselves, Connor, before we get ahead of ourselves.
I don't think I need to introduce them.
I like baby powder. It does wonders for the junk. I said that before, like, right when Connor was taking a sip of his coffee and he nearly died.
I almost dropped the coffee.
He's like...
my hands were shaking. I was like...
Because he looked over at my baby powder and he's like, why do you have baby powder? I'm like... And then I just turn away and I'm like, oh, it does wonders to the junk. But yeah, not too much you need to know about us. Oh, stupid thing. Ew. Gross. Disgusting. Alright.
Papa bad.
Yeah. Okay, so, Connor, you just got your PS4.
Yes, I did.
You did.
It was pretty fun.
So yeah.
I have like 20, a lot of games that I can't play because I need a memory thing. Because it comes, I can play like 5 or 6 on there, but because it's not the Pro, I think that comes like 1 terabyte.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd get an external hard drive.
Like I deleted some. This is a used one, of course. So there were already kind of games on there. There were Need for Speed, Call of Duty, and then the Playroom. If someone could tell me what that is, I don't know what the Playroom is. I don't want. It's something weird. Just keep it yourself.
Give it to yourself.
It seems like it's probably a PlayStation Online place that you can just kind of talk to other people. But I was kind of just like, eh. And then I got a couple games. I got Dark Souls. I got The Last of Us Remastered. And
He got Dark Souls 3, but GameStop kind of covered up for 3.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nice, it's Dark Souls. Because I didn't know what the cover... I really wanted to play Dark Souls. Last year, I was going to get it for... Not 2020, 2019, I was going to get it. I was going to get both of us a copy. Him for, I think, his Switch. And then me for my Xbox. And then, it turns out I didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
I tried to throw my paper money at the screen.
Oh, yeah.
It would take it.
Yeah, okay.
But I wanted Dark Souls 1 first, and I didn't get it. It was either Dark Souls or Bloodborne, but Bloodborne was like $50.
Yeah.
And I was like,
if I were you...
no.
Okay. Right now, I'm trying to get a PS4 as well because I played on his, and it's super fun.
Bro, the controller makes noise.
It makes noise.
Remember the clicking?
Yeah, the clicking. Oh,
the clicking from the flashlight. Like you used the flashlight in the remastered, and when you click, I think it's R3.
Oh,
it does
Last
the clicking.
of Us Remastered.
Last of Us Remastered.
When you turn the flashlight on and like
it click, and then the controller makes the click. It also does that in Call of Duty when you're like shooting guys, and when you use the power ups and whatnot, it like makes noise in the controller, and it's really cool.
Since when you got Call of Duty?
No, remember my Uncle Junior?
Oh,
he has Call of Duty,
yeah.
and we play Zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies is like the only thing I'll play with Call of Duty because it's fun. The enemies is
that. Sorry, that coffee went. Like I went, and the coffee went directly to the back of my throat, and I nearly died.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, typical Tuesday.
Yeah, typical Tuesday.
Anywho, so PS4 is great, and some of you might ask you, well, why didn't you ask for a PS5? Because there's not enough game on the PS5 to actually think about getting the PS5. There's Miles Morales
Well, Miles Morales is
on the PS4 too. That's what I'm saying. There's no point.
no. Okay,
you get better graphics with the PS5.
The thing I'd say, wait a year and then get the new console.
You see, I can't do that because then my parents are gonna think I'm greedy.
No,
like
no,
I had
that's
to
not
wait.
what I'm
I had to
saying.
wait a couple years after my PS2 to ask them for the PS4. Cause
No, well, yeah, but
so I'm gonna wait till God of War to the I guess God of War like what 9 now. Like
no,
9. If you don't count Ghost of Sparta and then what was it God of War something or other.
There's Ghost of Sparta and
I think it's it wasn't. I don't know why I'm thinking Inception. I don't know why.
No,
it's not Inception. God of War.
No, Leonardo da Vinci isn't in this one. I mean, he could be. He is a god among men. I'm not gay. Just got full disclaimer, no homo, not gay.
He's a great actor. After I saw the Titanic, it was one of the first I guess in my opinion one of the first grown up films I watched.
What?
Titanic.
Wait.
To a 6-year-old mind.
Oh,
that's
6-year-old.
I'm just holy crap, that's grown. That's PG-13.
Pet me like one of your French girls, Jack.
And then,
he ends back the picture. It's awful. He's like, oh.
Also, I'm a big guy of that Jack is actually a time traveler from the future.
Yeah.
And actually, Film Theory just did a video on why he would have time traveled back in time. It was a thing about how he needed the Titanic to crash so that the United States did not go into World War I before it should have, because the United States, by the time World War I hits around, is not a superpower yet. That's after World War I.
Oh wow.
Right. So he was like, we can't do this because it would be an economic downpour. Because it might just be editorial, it might just be guys that they didn't really know the history. But he's naming stuff there was an island that would have a roller coaster, but it wouldn't be built till 2 years after. Oh. And there'd be different things, and there would be a man-made lake that he said he fell into that wasn't created until a couple years later. Oh. When he was saying he was a kid. So
I need to watch the Titanic again. The last time I watched it,
I watched it I think about a year ago. It doesn't. I thought it would be better, but I think it might have just been me not wanting to watch the Titanic. I was wanting to just go watch YouTube and play some video games. So I wasn't really. They were making my aunt was kind of you need to stop on your electronics and hang out with us. And I was like, fine. So I watched Titanic.
Struggles.
The third world problems here.
First world problems
here. I couldn't watch YouTube because my aunt wanted me to watch Titanic.
First world problems on Prime Display.
But yeah. So yeah, PS4 is pretty great. Titanic is great, but I don't think I'm gonna save up for a PS5 until God of War Ragnarok. I'm calling it God of War Ragnarok because that's the teaser was Ragnarok is coming and then God of War symbol shows up.
I love God of War.
Yeah, the remake's great. I haven't played any of it since I was here last. I haven't played any more of it because I was playing Last of Us, and that game was good.
Speaking of which, what was that thing you were trying to tell me earlier? But then I tried to cut off all conversation until the podcast. There was something you wanted to say about the game.
Last of Us?
Yeah, there was something you said about it.
Okay, so right after the bill thing you have to do in that town with the high school, it took you an hour to get past.
Yeah. Oh, so also spoilers.
Spoilers for a game that's been out for almost 10 years. Spoiler.
No, it hasn't.
Wait, when did it come out? 2013.
Actually, wow.
It's almost been out for. It's been about 8 years.
It came out Yeah.
It's been about 8 years.
Wow.
No, 7 years. 8 years.
8 years since it's 2021, Connor.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm still thinking 2020 because that year.
We had 5 days of 2020, and then
2021 came around. Everyone talks about how 2020 was the longest and worst year. And
it wasn't long
at all. It didn't feel long. No, I was once Christmas rolled around, I was kind of sad, right? When when Christmas and I was like, dang, that was fast.
Yeah.
Also, because I didn't get PS4 on Christmas. Not my parents' fault. It was
greedy
Yeah, that's what. And so I was kind of just sitting there. I was kind of just like, when I was sitting there, I liked the gifts they got me. They got me really cool stuff.
You know, I never knew you were this greedy, Connor.
Look,
Jeez.
hold on.
Wow.
Okay, it's different because the night I got the PS4, I was really excited and I was freaking out because none of my controllers wanted to connect to my PS4.
Yeah.
And I started freaking out. I was like, no. And it was like, what are you doing? You're freaking out. I was like, yeah. Wouldn't you freak out if your brand new console wouldn't work? Wouldn't you freak out?
Who? Nick?
Nick, because he was like, can I play with the Xbox now?
Yeah.
Can I play with the Xbox now? Because we have an Xbox in our room. And I was like, no, I just got this. I've been waiting months because they told me beforehand because they were making sure I would be fine with getting like 2 or 3 gifts instead of getting like 7 or 8 gifts. And I was like, that's fine. Because I only asked for the PS4.
You greedy.
This next statement won't make me feel like what you make me feel like because I only asked for the PS4. I didn't ask for anything else.
Okay.
I only asked my grandparents for money for the PS4. I was getting for the PS4.
Alright, fair enough.
Because there was only one, which I still haven't got the game, but there was like one game I wanted to play that I couldn't play on my PS2, which was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
So, when do you think the cutoff is for like big gifts like that? At what age? Like, I'd say 16.
Well, it depends on, okay, so, knowing parents, they never stop getting you gifts for Christmas. It doesn't matter if you ask for money. My grandma still gets my, I think he's 30 years old, uncle Christmas gifts. And they're still really big.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they never really stop getting you gifts.
Yeah.
Unless you have a bad relationship with them, which, like, that's the only reason why they wouldn't get you gifts.
Yeah.
Even still, like, me and my dad, we're pretty good now, but a couple years ago, not so much.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And that's where we'll stop there.
Cut that off.
No personal thing.
No, impersonal. That's why I didn't want. That's why when
he just said a slight thing, but now.
Like when he was talking about his lisp, you know, I was like, hey man, that's too much information.
Too much information.
That's why I was like, I'm Connor. That's all you need to know.
Whenever I get braces,
CIA.
that'll fix my lisp.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't need braces.
Lisp.
I don't need braces.
Yeah, I didn't know I had a lisp until like.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it either because we've been friends for so long. You kind of just.
Yeah, because.
Kind of just gets used to it. You're like, oh, what's up?
Yeah, because someone it was in language arts class a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh wow, you have a slight lisp, and I'm like, oh.
What? In your head.
Nani?
in your head, everything just shattered and it just screamed.
Yeah.
Just started.
Nani? Alright, well.
But.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty great. And, yeah, so he got something over this week that I might steal. That 70 show all 8 seasons.
Oh, yeah. So I bought that.
That is my favorite show, too.
That's also my favorite
And I'm going to save up money to buy it because I have a PS4, a PS2, and an Xbox that can play it. And I'm going to binge watch.
I have a DVD player.
Because this idiot sold his PS3
for $30. Hey!
When I was offering double that.
I forget why, but I really needed some money for something.
I don't even think I was asking for any games. I was just asking for a PS3.
I know. Okay.
I think I might have been asking for. It was something. I think I was asking for something.
Listen.
One of the games, but.
Listen. I can't remember. Sorry about that, but I can't remember what, but I really needed money for something at the time. I can't remember.
Maybe Christmas gifts.
I think maybe, and I was like, okay, let me sell this. I don't really play it anymore. Plus, I'm gonna try and get a PS4 soon. So. Put two and then together.
This idiot also sold The Last of Us.
That's like one of my favorite games. Not my favorite game.
Yeah, wasn't it like that? Not that same show. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that same show is my favorite.
Yeah, favorite video game of all time.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII. It's like one of my favorites again.
It's a good
Hollow
game.
Knight.
It's a good game. Final Fantasy VII is a good game. I do appreciate it a little bit more than I used to because when I first played the game, I thought it was highly overrated. I thought Cloud was just an edgy emo.
Well,
Squall's the edgy emo. Cloud is just kind of the guy that just is always super awesome. Yeah, he's Zach. Zach Strife.
He's Zach.
Literally on one of my email accounts I made, I named myself Zach Strife because that's what Cloud is. He's Zach Strife.
Yeah.
He's Blonde Zach as the abridged when like they did jokes for when you get to name the characters and it's just Blonde Zach.
Yeah.
But that come up first and I close it out.
Yeah.
But I think it is still overrated. Final Fantasy 7 is still overrated. But that's why I want to play the remake because I'm almost done with 7.
Yeah.
I have the Sephiroth dungeon left, which I'm like halfway through, I think. So I need to get that done. But I was also thinking about investing in the remaster.
Investing.
Yes, investing.
Stocks.
I'm going to
Robin
invest
Hood.
in the stocks of Square.
Robin
Bro,
Hood.
if I had to invest in any stocks, it would be Square Enix because I'd be giving them money to make Final Fantasy games. Which
I don't
Final
think you
Fantasy,
know how stocks work.
Exactly. Final Fantasy 16, the crystals are coming back. They're bringing back the crystals.
Holy crap! Seriously?
I've been saying that ever since I saw the trailer because they show you like these crystal things that look like the original Final Fantasy 1 crystals. And like when I first saw, I paused the video when I saw the crystal. I was like, they're bringing back the crystals. They're bringing back the crystals. The four crystals.
Something, whatever Project says.
Adventures. Oh, another epic RPG where you have to find the 4 crystals of the elements. I've never heard that.
Baby powder with your coffee?
No. Don't touch my baby.
What baby powder? Bad choice of words.
I'm trying so hard not to spill my coffee.
What the heck was that? Why are you making out with your coffee, dude? That was like
I love my coffee.
That was like a. Jeez, dude.
I love my coffee.
Oh, I think I got some. Oh, no, I didn't.
No, sure, I know.
No.
And so I really like Final Fantasy 7. I like Final Fantasy 6 more though. And
Yeah,
I've played more 7 than I have 6, and I enjoy 6 more. Yeah. Because that's spoiler for you because you're playing it right now.
Yeah,
do you know about the big climax of the game?
Something.
The floating continent. I've talked to you about the floating
floating
continent. Spoiler warnings. So the floating continent. I'm not gonna give too much plot detail. But
the world ends or something.
It's not that. I'm not gonna tell you. It feels like the final dungeon. If it was bigger, it'd be the final dungeon. It's what it feels like. It feels like you're about to go battle the bad guy.
Don't say too much.
Well, no, I'm not gonna tell you like what dungeon, how it is, and.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the slight pause.
The thing.
The HDMI cord, I think, just went off.
Or maybe the thing just like.
Maybe
it just like kind of. Went into sleep mode.
Okay, because I have like a thing here and I'm monitoring it and it just went black and I was so scared that we lost all this.
Because when we tried doing gameplay, because of how we had to sit close to the microphone, my foot kept unplugging the mic.
Yeah.
And we did almost the entire game of Cuphead because we were co-op. It was one of the first co-op things we did.
Well, we didn't do the full game. We were about.
We were at the. Remember we were doing the dice dance thing?
No, we were past that. We were past that.
No, but that was one of the instances where it went muted, and we were just like, crap.
I think so.
But I think the music was fine. The music was fine. Which
Yeah,
was really
the music
the big part because you told me to shut up so we could do the music thing.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
It's like, hey, bro, you mind
Which
shutting
King
up
Dice
because this is an
King
awesome
Dice's
song?
theme is really. Cuphead's it was a good game. I've played a little bit of it and it's really good. I actually have Cuphead on my Switch, and it's
I have it
really
on
good.
the computer.
Don't you have it on the Switch too?
No, I have Hollow Knight on the computer and the Switch.
That's right. I want to play Undertale a lot because I actually had fun with that game.
Yeah.
I was having a lot of fun. Yeah. And then we ended up scrapping the series, and I was kind of sad. I was like, oh.
Well, no, we ended up scrapping it because we didn't do the video game thing anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we still can.
We'll
figure out something.
Like a side thing or something.
I know. We'll figure out something.
My dad for Christmas got us an entire good PC thing that we have to build ourselves. So I could maybe edit if I can figure out how to edit the gameplay stuff. I can do that on my computer. Yeah. It'll have enough power, and I can play emulators. Yeah. Which will be great. And then I can learn how to do that thing where we could do the Pokemon thing, how they do both screens.
Yeah,
we were trying to do a multiplayer thing on the computer.
Yeah.
At my house a couple of weeks ago, and it kept not wanting to work because Red's computer ain't the best. It's mean to us sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of mean.
It's being nice right now because we fed it computer coffee.
Huh?
Computer coffee.
Computer coffee.
Computer coffee.
Okay.
We give it extra power.
Okay, so let's work this out. You got the cup here, you got the little funnel thing, and you got the thing in, and then, okay, let's say You get the bean. You don't get the pre-ground beans this time. You grind them yourself. You pour them into the thing. You get the hot water. You pour it into the computer.
Yes.
Then it like rests in the computer,
Actually,
and then you pour it out of like the vents, kind of or something.
Yeah, that.
All right.
Or we just digitalize the coffee and you throw it like I throw my money at the computer. Just.
Oh, I think we need to explain that joke. Here, you can. I actually like explaining this. I want to explain it.
Okay. My story. I'll explain.
So one night he earned some money, and
it was Christmas. It was the day I was trying to get Dark Souls.
Oh, or something like that.
Remember we were both on the call because I was trying to figure out what to get you for Christmas because you got me something already. So I was like, hey, what game do you want?
This year we made a deal.
We're not doing Christmas except he's giving me like 5 games
because they were old games. I was like, oh well, I was gonna give them to you like during the summer, and I was like, oh hey, him and his brothers could like these, and I like yeeted them at his face.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
And then.
Which they are fun. What was it called? Crap. Why can't I remember the game?
Skate 3?
No, the other one. The one with the guitar.
Brutal Legend. I love that game.
That game was fun. That game was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. I loved the game so much. It was one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Because it had like the metal music playing in the background, and Ozzy is just.
Ozzy
is the mechanic, and it's awesome.
So. I'm like I've written one full song.
Yeah, I saw it. The song that it's kind of a comedy of all.
Yeah, it's kind of making fun of punk rock songs.
But and then like you have a disclaimer that's just I actually.
Okay. The point it'll that part will make actually a lot more sense when I'm like.
Well, I actually hear the beat because you didn't really like give me any like music to listen to with it.
Well, yeah, because I haven't done that part. I've like written the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah. It was really funny. It sounds like something Stevie T would do.
Yeah.
When like doing a pop song,
and
like
then,
his pop, like when how he write a pop song, it was just my song is catchy. My song is really catchy.
My song is catchy.
It was literally just a pop song is just a catchy song with a catchy beat.
Yeah.
Which can be fun.
Sometimes
it's fun. I'll think of it later. I'll think of one song
later. Blinding Lights. I like that one.
I can't remember the names. I'm
blinded by the lights.
Is Unstoppable considered a pop song?
Unstoppable?
It's like the song. It's like a weird like it kind of has like an Imagine Dragons feel to it.
Not sure.
It was with the Star Wars AMV, and it just gets me pumped when I'm playing Spider-Man when I'm punching guys. I'm like, I'm a Jedi. Which I want Jedi Fallen Order for the PS4.
They don't have it on PS4?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. It was cross-platform. It's not just a Xbox exclusive.
No, well, for one, I forgot you got it on the Xbox, and for some reason my mind went PS3.
Yeah, and the Xbox one is good. It was a fun game. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It was so great. They got lightsaber combat to feel like, the Spider-Man game has the swinging just down.
Drink a coffee.
I am. I'm sipping on it.
There's definitely not any poison in there. Take the sip.
Yeah, it's called coffee.
Take the sip. Yeah, so I bought like 3 bags of coffee.
Yeah,
I just emptied the first one. That was the smallest bag, but that actually lasted like 2 weeks. So those bags I have 2 more bags, so that should last me at least 2 months.
Nice. So
I'm lying a day. I drink a lot.
Speaking of coffee and Star Wars, what was your opinion on the first 3 movies? Episode 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Episode 1, 2, and 3.
Episode
Phantom Menace,
1. Okay.
Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
Connor.
Well, sometimes people get those confused with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi because those are the first 3 movies to come out.
No, I know which. Okay, I know. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'll go backwards. Return of the Jedi. Mm-hmm. I like it, but that. Like it. Okay, I know it is. That one's your favorite Star Wars movie.
That's Revenge of the Sith.
I thought you Revenge of the Sith.
You said Return of the Jedi. That's the other third one. That's the one with the Ewoks and Luke and Vader having their epic battle.
I didn't get the movies mixed up. I always get those 2 titles mixed up.
Well, yeah, it's because all 3 trilogies. The last one has kind of like Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, wow.
They kind of had the parallels.
Yeah.
Which, the sequel trilogy's best movie, in my opinion, is The Last Jedi. Here's why. Because it's not Empire Strikes Back. It's different.
Okay, so yeah, you didn't like Force Awakens because it was too much like A New Hope or something?
I liked it. It was really cool to see Han. It was really cool to see, because I kind of grew up with the prequel, so... And then I watched the prequels and then the original trilogy.
Oh, I watched the original trilogy.
Well, you're supposed to watch them. A lot of people say you're supposed to watch them 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. George Lucas says you're supposed to watch them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Personally, if it was me, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
You see,
No. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8.
7, 8. Let's forget about the 9. Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker is an absolute garbage fire.
So the stuff with Palpatine can be cool. Like, his opening line calls back Revenge of the Sith, and then you get lines from Snoke, you get lines from Darth Vader, and then his line that I was every voice, and he alternates between the two inside your head, just kind of like just sinks in that. Okay, so it was Palpatine the whole time, but you really didn't. But you kind of, it's like J.J. Abrams like started to go off of what Last Jedi set up, which was really cool because it looked like, oh, is Rey actually gonna join Kylo? Because at that end scene, you're like, he's like, join me, we can finish the Jedi and the Sith. No First Order, no Republic. We can have things. He was kind of like the Anakin, and Rey was the Padme. He was like, we can have things the way we want them to be.
Yeah.
And the reason I like the prequel so much is because of the dramatic irony. Because you know, the moment Anakin Skywalker leaves Tatooine is the moment he becomes Darth Vader.
That's not dramatic irony.
Do
you know what dramatic irony is?
Yes. It's what I'm explaining. Like,
that's not what dramatic... Okay. Don't explain the movie. Explain what dramatic irony is.
It's like you kind of already know what's going to happen from the reader's perspective.
Yes, okay.
The prequels, yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like you know that this Anakin Skywalker, this kid, this little annoying little brat that thinks flying a spaceship this is pod racing. Is freaking going to become which actually Phantom Menace has one of the longest endings because so there's at the end of Phantom Menace you have the Naboo thing when they're like holding up the giant light ball thing, I forget, and they're like holding it up, and the children's choir the children's choir is actually doing the Emperor's theme. With Palpatine, really? Yeah, I think it's like a higher tune of the Emperor's theme.
Oh wow!
And then the end has a rendition of the Imperial March, and then right at the end you hear
higher pitch.
No, at the end of the credits it's the rendition of the Imperial March with.
Like,
Yeah.
But
it's like a
different song. I don't know why I went that one.
It's like kind of like when someone would do like.
Wait,
no,
what?
It was the Emperor's theme. It was like.
Wait.
You can probably look it up. We'll look it up after this so I can show you. But and then at the end of the credits of Phantom Menace, you hear a rendition of the Imperial March, which is / Darth Vader's theme, and then when like the final thing starts to scroll down, all you hear is sensing you that these are the events that happened before Order 66.
Execute Order 69.
Wait, oh my lord, what is that? Oh, sorry, 66.
Crap, there was something I was about to say. I forget now.
Now, Attack of the Clones is not a good film. Let's just say that. Attack of the Clones, it looks nice, for sure. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy 13 of the series. It looks nice.
But Connor, I don't like sand.
That's the point. I think the fault with the prequels...
I don't like sand.
...is Lucas can do great at world building, because in A New Hope, Obi-Wan says that there were many Jedi, there was a thing called the Clone Wars, and that's when the Empire took over.
Yeah.
So, like, in A New Hope, you don't know if it was a war between the Republic and the Empire. You don't know if it was something else. You don't know how many Jedi there were, or if, like, what the Force really is.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that bag?
What do you mean, what am I doing with that? No, my bag.
Don't put it over your head.
I wasn't.
Don't play over here.
What?
Come on, please let me rant about Star Wars, man. The only one I was able to do this with is my dad, alright? Okay?
Yeah, keep ranting. I'm listening.
Alright, so, and then stop. Put it back down.
Fine.
And so, Attack of the Clones just has bad dialogue.
Yeah.
It's a good move. Stop.
What?
Stop.
Stop.
Drink your coffee.
I'm just grabbing the box.
So, and then Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie. Because you finally get to see the transition from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. And that final fight scene with, Kenobi and, Anakin is really, I think, when Anakin finally becomes... Riley! Please stop, dude. Seriously.
I'm listening to you.
Really he becomes, like, in that moment, when he tries to strike Obi-Wan Kenobi down, he really becomes Darth Vader. Like, he became Darth Vader when Emperor's like, you shall now be known as Darth Vader.
You shall not be known as
Darth Vader. He was like, what was that, my lord? Darth
My
Vader.
lord. My lord. What? Darth Potato. Darth Potato.
And then he's like, Darth Vader.
Darth Tater.
He just writes it. He's like,
Darth Vader.
Okay, I see.
Where'd
That's
you
a
get
good
that name?
name. Which I think that Palpatine wanted Anakin to strike him down so that he can do that, like, so in Rise of Skywalker, there's this, like, Palpatine's whole plan is that, so Rey will, like, strike him down and then his essence will be absorbed into his granddaughter.
That doesn't sound right.
It'll get into it in post. Okay, so that's what I think that's what he wanted to do with Anakin. He wanted the Anakin to finally kill him when the time was right.
Yeah.
But when he became Darth Vader, when he put the mask on, Sidious didn't care anymore because he saw he was weak. He was too weak now. He's a machine. I don't want to be a machine. I don't want to be this guy. He's dumb. He's blinded by his grief.
Ooh, I'm blind. I jumped on the copy.
Oh crap!
That's bad lights.
So he tries and so I think and then he wanted to Luke in Revenge of the Jedi when he said, "Strike me down and I will become more and you can become more powerful than you would ever imagine." Yeah. Which is echoing the line that Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is his best line in all the movies. I shall become more powerful than you have ever imagined.
Word burps. Sorry.
And it's really great. And Obi-Wan Kenobi is probably the best thing about the entire series.
Yeah, I love Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's my favorite character in the originals because of how he's connected to Anakin. How he is what Anakin would have been if he was indoctrinated into the Jedi Order at the beginning when he was born, because he wasn't, because he was born on Tatooine, and Tatooine isn't really part of the Republic. It's run by mobsters and gangsters,
Yeah. Tatooine is an awesome planet.
Yeah, it is.
Not really. They're kind of. Don't say anything. I still haven't seen season 2.
Now I will talk about Clone Wars because
I got spoiled about something.
What?
The character at the end. I got spoiled about it. I was just looking through stuff on YouTube and I was like, oh, cool.
Hey,
and you know how it shows like a little preview of the video?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the preview and it showed...
Oh, you saw the ending guy.
Yeah, that guy.
You saw the man.
No, hey, don't say it.
It's been out for over a month now. We can say it.
No spoilers.
Fine, I'm just gonna say.
Because I know people who've seen it, who are gonna watch it
I know people who are going to watch this. See,
I know every single one of them.
I know every one of you.
Because
I know every one of you. Because most of them we know in person.
Yeah.
Hi, people. Tell your friends.
Also, so I've been wanting to go on this rant. I started collecting vinyl records.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got my record player over there. It's also I shouldn't tell you where my secret stash of coffee is, but
I have my secret stuff for coffee, man. It's good.
Where's your secret? Where's your secret? But I
it's
shouldn't
on the
say
kitchen
where it
counter
is.
because I don't hide my coffee because no one's allowed to touch it anyways.
Yeah, but if my grandpa saw it just out on the counter, you know what he'd do? He'd just like
yeet
and use so much that the grounds will literally overflow from the thing.
Why Why would you? I don't even do that. Like I put a lot of grounds in
like
my
he
coffee,
he
but I
doesn't
don't
he
even...
well not really, but he puts like a lot in there. I'll just exaggerate a little bit, but yeah. But I collected vinyl records. I got my favorite album I've listened to so far, Animals by Pink Floyd. That's like.
I don't think I listened to that one. Have I?
I'll play it for you later.
Yeah. We listened to The Wall a lot.
Yeah, you didn't
we
listen
listened to Toy Store, which
you
I was
listened
really like.
Toys in the Attic.
Toys in the Attic. Sorry, I'm thinking of Leo's Toy Store.
Leo's Toy
Leo
Tolstoy.
And his, what was it? War and Peace.
Yeah.
Which I like how Charlie Brown was like War and Peace. I was like by Warren Leo's Toy Store by Warren Peace.
Wait, are you talking about Peanuts? The Peanuts movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it so much because my great grandpa calls me Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
So I guess people didn't like it or something. I don't know, but I really liked it. I thought it was like it seemed like
a faithful adaptation.
Yeah, it was kind of like most of the Marvel movies. They're really a faithful adaptation of the comic books. But WandaVision next week.
Oh wait, no, it came out already.
Nope, January 15th.
Oh, I saw something about it. I want to watch that.
Yeah, Marvel is on Instagram just piling the WandaVision stuff because they want to get something for Phase 4 out.
Closer to the mic.
Because they want to get something for Phase 4 out.
But because I heard WandaVision and I was like, oh, so it's about Scarlet Witch, cool. And then I saw Vision and I was like, like a week ago, like I've been hearing about WandaVision for like a year now, and I was like, I never pieced together Vision. And then I also saw the picture where it was like the Vision and Wanda like morphing into the 1930s guys. Mm-hmm. Also, this reminds me of several things. I do this a lot. I never knew that Last Dance with Mary Jane was about weed, even though it's like Last Dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the
Mary Jane is literally.
I know, but you see, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I knew that Mary Jane was like another name for it, but I never pieced together. I thought it was. There was another thing just recently. Yeah, there was another thing recently. I can't remember. It was been happening a lot where I've been figuring out little stuff like that. Sorry, I had it.
Oh.
There you go. But one last thing. I was talking about the vinyl records. I got Pink Floyd. Honestly, one of my favorite. Oh my god! You know what? You talk. These hiccups are.
All right, so
Pink Floyd is like one of my favorite bands.
So kind of like what you were saying about the music when you figure it out, right? So it was
are you also getting?
No, it was like a burp, but like I didn't. It was like not a good burp, so I just kind of stood it up so it seemed weak.
So I didn't seem weak. All right.
So right, I got this over here.
Yeah.
So like ever done that in a game, like when you're playing a video game, right? And you're like piecing the things together, and you're like. That's why he said because the thing, and they're like putting the blocks together. Yeah. I did that in 10. So there's like a thing in 10, Final Fantasy 10, right? Where he's like one of the, like my favorite character, like a samurai guy. It's like sin always comes for his offspring, right?
Wait, are you sure 10 or
10?
6?
10.
Hold on. You keep talking.
So in Final Fantasy 10, right?
Pose.
Cut.
And we're back.
Hey
sorry
guys,
about that cut. Sorry. Very sorry about that cut. I really didn't want to cut on a podcast, but somebody was at the door.
Hey, like normal conversations would stop when someone comes through the door, you know. Normal conversations would end.
But there was
This is a total normal conversation.
Also, if we have a very sensitive. Well, I have a very sensitive mic.
Yeah, he yells very much every single piece of the equipment. I'm just here for comedic effect.
Yeah.
And not even good comedic effect. I'm just kind of here.
You're here to rant about Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Something else. But now that my I was about to say now that my hiccups are gone. Ironic.
But I think I was saying something, right?
Well, hold on. You were saying something, but now I'm gonna say something.
You're gonna say something. Okay, yeah.
But
this is how our conversations go.
Pink Floyd is really good. And yeah, I like the Wall.
Talking to them like they've never heard of Pink Floyd. Like Pink Floyd is so good, guys. Like they haven't been around.
There's some.
They haven't been around. They haven't been around for like 30 years or anything, but they are so good.
30 years.
I don't know how long.
1990.
Oh, I thought they were like one of the 80s, man. That's why I was saying.
60s.
Okay, so 90s. It's been about 30 years. The 90s, because 1990, 2000 is 10 years, so that's 10. 2010, 2020. That's 30 years.
They didn't come out in the 90s.
When did they come out?
The 60s.
Oh, the 60s. All right, then they've been around for like 70.
Yeah, because you said 30 years, so I said
1990. I thought that's what you were talking about. Like, okay.
No, they didn't come out. No, they
Sorry, I still think it's 2018. Okay, I'm nostalgic for 2018. All right.
Oh, you were watching the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, hey, isn't everybody though? Like, 2018 Spider-Man came out. Like, game was at like kind of the highest peak. You know. Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild did not come out in 2018.
2017.
Yeah, the year before. On the Wii U.
On the Wii U.
Which I actually told my grandma just might as well buy us a Wii, because I do this thing where I try to look for like the lowest priced gift of the thing I wanted, and I wanted a Switch, but I was like, no. I'm not gonna ask her for a Switch. That's too much. So I asked her for a Wii U, and I was like, oh, I can still play Breath of the Wild on this thing, right? So you know. Bro, it was for all of us.
Yeah.
It was for all me and my brothers, alright?
Yeah.
So, you know how it is.
No. I don't.
I do. But hey, anywho, so like I was talking, right? And I was talking, right?
Yeah, I think so. Were you talking? I'm not sure if you were or not.
Alright, so like I said, so when you like piece the parts of the game together, you just have like the pieces of the game. Like I was telling, like Sim.
The plart.
The plart. Yes.
The plart.
The plart.
Paul Blart Mall Cop, but
No.
the way you say it quicker is
No.
plart. You don't like Paul Blart Mall Cop?
I like the first. I don't know.
Okay? This is what I've been confused about. Is it internationally known as a really good movie but also very stupid, or a really bad movie and is just bad?
For me, it's kind of like in the middle.
No. What is it internationally known as? Because for a while I thought it was internationally really good and very funny, and that's what I always thought of it.
I think people nowadays just use that as kind of like a joke.
Well, yes, but that's what started to make me think. Is it just do people just think of it as a bad movie?
I think it's nostalgic, because that was kind of like one of the first. Movies.
For me, it's nostalgic.
I think it's like that was like one of like the first movies to kind of take in like the whole like. I don't think it's one of the first. It was one of like the starting movies where it was like the main protagonist was really stupid.
Oh yeah.
Like all their main protagonists. Or like, which I don't know why, but it seems like every movie Adam Sandler's in, so is that actor. I'm just like
Connor. Okay,
it's like
it's a cast. Okay, Adam Sandler has like a cast of people that
he works best with. That kind of his jokes went off better.
No, it's just yes, but it's just like a cast of a crew. I was listening on the Sunday Sauce podcast. Your grandmother's favorite podcast. Sorry, I had to say the tagline because you can't say Sunday Sauce without saying that. But that's my favorite podcast besides this one. I know I'm egotistical, but
this is the best one.
This is the best podcast.
Like an hour later, we listen to it, and it's like, that's garbage.
Wow, this is absolute
like,
garbage.
A couple days, I'll be with my phone. I was like, dude, you're like, dude, this is absolutely garbage.
Wow, we sucked at that.
Like
but I feel like this is a lot better than all our other tries because we're actually having a conversation instead of because originally what I did, I had like a few key points that we can talk about while we talk.
We talked about the sweet Zax, which will be coming out this year.
Oh yeah,
it will be coming out this year.
I remember a while ago we were doing something, but we had like a long talk about the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, because I asked, well, can we do a Snyder Cut episode? Because the Snyder Cut...
Oh, here, talk about Snyder Cut. Go.
Snyder Cut is probably the greatest thing DC's going to turn out. Alright? So, if you guys didn't know, Zack Snyder was originally going to... The guy who did Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, which is actually a good movie if you look back on it. That's it. There's only 2 films. And The Watchmen film. He did all 3 of those, right? And he was gonna direct Justice League because they were trying to kind of follow in Marvel's path, except they didn't want to do it exactly like Marvel, where they do individual origin stories and then go to the big team up movie, because they thought that people would just be like, oh, you're just copying Marvel. That's all you're doing. You're just copying Marvel. So he was like, let's set up the 2 main guys. Let's set up the 3 main people.
Well,
Wonder Woman, Superman.
Well,
Batman.
no. Batman v Superman. They introduced Wonder Woman. And
Yeah, that's why I said
Wonder Woman after that.
Yeah, but they introduced her. They kind of gave her semi of a backstory. They gave her they gave her enough so we would care about her, right?
Yeah.
And so Zack Snyder was like, I want to do a Justice League movie. I'm gonna introduce the characters, and then afterwards we can get different directors to direct the Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, which is they ended up doing after Justice League.
Yeah.
But they did it in a way where, like, Zack Snyder wanted a darker toned Justice League movie. He wanted it to be dark. He wanted it to be close to rated R. Like, I don't think the studios probably would have made him be PG-13.
Yeah.
But he wanted that rated R because, so like Steppenwolf was supposed to be more metal. You know, he had like metal because in the deleted scene for Batman v Superman, we actually see Steppenwolf when Lex Luthor's like looking up at like he like sees the future or something like that in the deleted scene, and he just sees Steppenwolf, and it's like it looks like it was like one of the like last things to be cut because the VFX and the CGI is all done for Steppenwolf, and he's like holding up the mother boxes, and they're like all coming together, and you know, and Lex Luthor is just freaked out. He's like, what is that? Who is this guy? You know, which really makes his paranoia of aliens for Superman way more. So, but Zack Snyder's had a family incident.
Yeah. And
so he had to step down. And I think this was a smart call. They got the idea of the Avengers because he's like, oh, he's good at team-up movies.
But it turned into
Avenger. He wanted to make another Avengers movie because Age of Ultron didn't do well, or it didn't do as well as the first Avengers.
Yeah.
So, he tried to give a lot of jokes. Batman, was really weird. He wasn't himself from Batman v Superman, because Batman v Superman made him seem like the Dark Knight Returns Batman. The comic, not the movie. The comic. The Frank Miller.
That was
the Dark Knight Return was not the Dark Knight Return.
Yeah. Batman.
That was the Christopher Nolan, more like New 52 Batman, if you think about it. New 52 was when they were trying to make the they rebooted the whole multiverse. They rebooted everything. Yeah. Which they actually did recently in a comic. They called this event the DC Universe New Frontier, which I'll get to after I talk about the Snyder Cut. Yeah. So after that,
can I just say something?
What?
So my water jug, I got my big black water jug. Yeah. BBJ, if you feel so inclined, but this is the first, I've had this for like a week. It's a gallon jug. I've drank a gallon a day. I'm trying to do that, but normally I'm usually ahead of schedule and I finish it by the time I'm by like 4 o'clock. But this time it's at 11. The jug is at 11 a.m. But right now it's 8:16. So
you're slacking.
Gotta get chugging.
You're slacking.
So while he talks about the Snyder Cut, I'm gonna chug as much as I can. So
don't kill yourself, buddy.
I will.
Or do.
I will.
Either way.
All right, and go.
So basically, after the Joss Whedon disaster, there was a lot of fans on Twitter and Instagram that said, release the Snyder Cut. And Zack Snyder would give them hints like, this is all filmed. I have some stuff filmed. And when Warner Brothers announced their HBO Max series, they released a statement saying that new DC stuff will be posted. Like they did they're putting they had a DC Universe streaming site, which was all DC. It was all the DC movies, all the DC TV shows, everything DC. And so they grabbed everything from that and they put it on HBO Max. They put all the Game of Thrones. They announced new things, and then a couple weeks later, a trailer dropped. And it was basically saying the Zack Snyder Cut of Justice League, and it showed Desaad, which if you guys don't know is kind of like Darkseid's right-hand man when it comes to torture. You got Steppenwolf as his originally intended to, because in the Joss Whedon cut, he was a lot slimmed down. You know, he looked more human than New God, and it was weird. he pretty much redid the movie. He pretty much was like, Josh Whedon, buddy, this is bad. He said he's never watched the Josh Whedon cut. He said he's read the script and that was it. He never watched the Josh Whedon cut because he said he hated the script so much that he could not bear to see his work be torn. And you can actually hear that in the what you call it?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm butting in. I chugged. I was doing it slowly so I don't die, but I'm a little bit below 1 p.m. So I went from 11 to 1. I made a joke. I was like at taxes. Capitalism. But I made a joke. I was like, oh, I can time travel. And right now I'm stuck at 1 a.m. apparently. But I'm not gonna chug too much so I don't die, because the human bladder can only hold. It can't even hold a whole water bottle. It can hold about 8 fluid ounces, which is about half of a water bottle.
Dang, human body's being so
Dang, stupid human body.
You stupid.
I know. I've convinced a few people, or like a couple people, to get one of these because drinking a gallon of water a day, it is good. But for some people, they don't need that much water. Sorry, I'm going on a rant about it, but I'm probably going to get chugging again. But I also want a sip of coffee because I need some, I need some flavor.
Obviously. So, yeah, and so the release of the Zack
Snyder
Snyder cut.
But you should get a gallon jug.
I probably will, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not a gallon jug, probably just a water bottle.
No, get one like this so you can carry it.
I don't feel like carrying around everywhere, though.
It's not that heavy.
Yeah, I don't.
Even then, like, this is only...
Oh, yeah, it's not that heavy. I still don't feel like carrying it around.
Just put it in your backpack.
I just don't feel like doing that. Well, you see my backpack, bro.
Oh, yeah.
My backpack's weird. I knew that. It's not like yours.
Anyway, I'm going to get chugging again.
Alright, so the Zack Snyder cut then released a trailer with all new scenes. All new scenes. There was nothing we saw in the original cut. And it was playing to the Hallelujah. To Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Right?
Oh, speaking of which, we watched that on the podcast.
Yeah, which was... Actually, that was one of the better episodes I liked. We also watched the Batman trailer. We watched the Suicide Squad.
That's the one I'm really looking forward to. The Batman.
Except because because Twilight Batterson is
Batterson
is got coronavirus apparently. I think he's doing fine. Hopefully he's not dead. That'd be really sad because I was looking forward to seeing him as Batman. A lot of people said that it was very sad that he'd be, because he was in Twilight, but it's like he's done other stuff like that. Like Tenet, he was really good in Tenet. And he's been like in detective noirs. Like he knows what he's doing. Just because Twilight had bad writing, bad acting, and terrible story and plot doesn't mean it's bad.
Amazing ratings.
Yeah, amazing. I don't know how. That final movie with the whole like the werewolf guy liking the unborn child, the baby.
Oh
and
yeah, that's
the baby,
weird.
But the movie gets good for a second because there's like a giant epic endgame level fight scene between like the werewolves and the bad vampires and the vampires, and like for some reason some vampires have X-Men powers. Don't ask. And like I saw a video and like this is the best response. He was like, "Holy crap, this movie just got good," and then it was all a dream. He's like, "Oh man." What?
I'm sorry. There's two things water makes me do. 3 things. Makes me pee like crazy, makes me burp, and it makes me fart. What am I at now? I'm almost at 3.
Oh, nice. Time travel.
Yeah, time travel. Hold on. I can't tell if I gotta take a crap or just,
The Twilight movies are just bad.
Yeah,
watch them to laugh at. I couldn't get through the first 30 minutes of the first one. What the hell?
Okay. I threw up water.
How?
Because I chugged it. I think I'm gonna slow down. Probably chug some more later though.
Twilight movies are just bad. Like my incentive for that last one is at that battle. It's like, holy crap, this movie just got and that's just ridiculous.
Oh, that was disgusting.
And
the Twilight movies and that.
and that. Twilight movies, expect the Twilight movies.
Yeah, even more disgusting than the weird water vomit.
Like I could see the appeal of the first one maybe. Just because it was a teen rom-com. They were all like that. Edgy boy gets with the edgy girl. It was kind of, it was Riverdale, but not as complicated. But then like the movies just get weird. Like a grown man falling in love with a baby. And the audience and the writers are supposed to think it's okay, and the audience is supposed to think it's okay because he's also going to raise the baby before he inevitably is going to try and sleep with her.
And we're gonna stop right there.
That's when the Twilight series
No,
got
but,
from bad to terrible.
Okay. So here's the question: do you want to go for? Okay, so we're at the 54-ish minute mark right here. So I'm thinking because we're gonna do about an hour episode, but I'm thinking you want to go a little bit longer, like to an hour 15-ish minutes.
A little longer, you know.
It's about 30 more minutes. No, sorry.
I was gonna get bro.
Okay.
Like the
He
whole
was laying
day.
back in the chair. Also, just to say, eventually we will get a camera, so you'll see our beautiful faces.
They're not beautiful, guys. They're terrible looking.
Disgusting, especially Connor.
Oscar, you too, man.
Yep. Okay. Well, you entertain the bagels. We're bringing that back. That was in our original stuff that we did all that like a year ago.
Yeah.
But we're bringing back.
We called you guys the bagels.
The
and
people
we
who listen to
played,
bagels.
Yeah, we actually played Pokemon, and we ended up naming us the couch, and then the starter Pokemon the bagels, which I think was a Magneton.
Sorry, weird. Chugging water does weird stuff to you, man.
Great lesson to all the kids out there. Don't drink water.
Yeah, kids. Don't drink water.
It'll do some stuff to you, man.
Okay. I gotta take a pee, maybe a crap. I know there's gonna be some farce, so you entertain the people. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my phone because you can't just sit on the toilet and be like, dang, it's not coming out.
I don't.
Well, let me wait. Well, I'll just look on my phone. All right, time to try again. Oh, still not coming out. I'm sorry. Here you go, Connor. You describe the process. You can put the headphones on.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the monitor.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound. It. You can really hear it if you get close up to the mic. Don't get too close. Don't make it peak.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, things happened. I think. It was just the computer lagging.
Hey there.
No, sorry.
How the people
doing?
doing?
Hey, dude. Okay, don't do that too much.
Yeah. All right.
Here, honestly, I don't trust you with the headphones. You don't get that right yet. Connor's weeping and is very sad. All right,
Alright, use the bathroom.
Okay. Grab my phone.
So how y'all doing?
Alright, just make sure there's not too much silence while I'm gone.
Yeah, alright.
I'll only be gone for like 5 minutes at most.
Alright. I don't need to know how long you are in the bathroom, but okay. So how you guys doing? I don't know how to do this. Life lessons. Don't drink water. Second life lessons. Drink a lot of coffee. It's really good. Third life lesson. Do your laundry. I'll look around this room for anything else you messed up. Fourth life lesson. Always have an extension cord. Those things come in handy. Fifth life lesson. Don't do drugs. They're bad. So yeah, it's fine. It's fun. And it's great. And it's fun. This is all fun. I like Apocalyptica. It's a really good band. They played the cellos and the percussion. They did a Nothing Else Matters cover with just the cellos and nothing else. I think maybe drums. I don't remember correctly. No singing. It's really good. Like one of my favorite songs of all time is Kefka's theme from Final Fantasy 6. If you look up the metal symphonic thing by, I think his name is Falcone. Not Falcone. I think that's a DC guy. But it's like Falcon or something. He has like a bunch of awesome remixes. You should check him out. It's pretty cool. I don't know him personally. I just like his music. It really gives me the motivation to actually do schoolwork. Which I do. I don't need motivation. I'm just saying, it gets boring. I get tired. And don't fall asleep in class. Sometimes. Not for very long, at least. So yeah, you know how it is. He's in the bathroom. Probably gonna take longer than 5 minutes, as he suggests. So yeah, it was my idea to do the podcast. I said we should have done a gaming video so people could see something on the screen, so it's not just like us talking. So like people will actually like see it. Maybe one day down the line we'll start one, or maybe we'll do some gaming stuff on the side. We actually did the entire Mega Man X game. It was really fun. We sat here in this room for like 3 hours playing it, and it was really fun. I didn't play any of it. I played maybe like one level, but I died, so I just gave it to him, and it was fun. I played the majority of Final Fantasy. We didn't get far in Final Fantasy 1. I did get pretty far in. We did get pretty far in, I think, Final Fantasy 5. I don't think we got far, but I think we got progress. I definitely recommend going and check out the Final Fantasy franchise. They're really good games. Maybe we'll do like a thing for the Final Fantasy games. Maybe after I play them, we'll rank them. I don't know.
And I'm back.
All right, he's back. Well, it did take a lot less time. All right.
Yeah, I really okay. So remember the South Park game, Fractured But Whole?
Yeah.
So you know how you gotta do the like shake thing?
Yeah.
I did that so much. The Browns won the Super Bowl today.
What's funny is I'm pretty sure the Browns are notorious for not being a good team. Sports fans, hey,
exactly.
Hey, I hear rumors.
Yeah, I don't really know, but the saying is, I just took the Browns to the Super Bowl. Or I just took the Browns to the Super Bowl. But I always like to say the Browns just won the Super Bowl because that was a successful crap. Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of successful losers.
And the headphones are back on, and I'm monitoring you.
Yeah.
We'll go about for 15 more minutes.
That'll be good enough.
Alright.
But yeah, so I was just talking to the people about future plans.
What future plans?
Yeah, I was just saying games. I was just not future plans, past plans that that inevitably fell to the wrath of your procrastination.
To the wrath of my procrastination.
Which actually, I think it was really cool. I think at least the Hollow Knight one was really fun.
And you keep bringing us back up, and I'm like, okay, man, now I feel really bad because they were really fun.
Like, okay, so the main thing I was mad about when you didn't do it was the Mega Man ones. That was the one thing I kind of like.
I have an idea.
Too well.
Okay, listen, I have an idea. I also really enjoy the video game. You really enjoy the video game. I got an idea.
Yeah.
So, the podcast. We'll have the podcast. But we got to think of something else because it is fairly similar doing gaming and a podcast.
I think with the gaming is that you can't have a conversation like this. But the plus side of the gaming is you get the people's attention because they're focusing on your voice, but they're also focusing on what you're playing.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think like is the fault with like podcasts that don't show any pictures or any faces.
Yeah.
Is because you're just looking at.
Which is why we're eventually gonna get a
camera. Yeah, because we do funny gestures.
Funny gestures.
Yeah. See, you can't.
Funny gestures.
You can't see what we're doing.
Our funny gestures.
You can't see our hand signs.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, you didn't see that one. Anyway, but I was thinking of doing the webcam, but then I have to pull the laptop out and do the thing, which we'll do probably for the next one. When do you want to record that one?
I don't know.
Sometime next weekend. We're gonna do one of these a week.
Sometime next week, maybe on like Friday. Maybe we'll do it Friday and then you can upload like Sunday or something. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know. And by next week, hopefully you'll watch the rest of The Mandalorian because there is so much I want to talk about.
But
I've only been able to talk about it with my dad, but he was visiting and he doesn't live in the state, so I can't always talk to him about it like I want to, and like.
Don't you have Instagram? You can talk to him?
Yeah, but like he works a lot too, so that's why I prefer when he calls. But anywho, so like he was the only person that watched it, and he's the only person that had the same reaction as me. When he saw it.
How about this? What if I go over to your house tomorrow and we watch the whole thing?
Yeah, as long as Nick's not there, because he's gonna be like, "Oh, you can't use the Xbox for that long."
Okay. So here's the plan.
Because each episode's like almost like 30 minutes to an hour long.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that should. I was thinking it would take 7 to 8 hours to watch it.
Like I think.
Wait, there's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes each. Yeah, so like I would say
7 hours.
So I would say like if we can, let's at least get to my favorite episode of the series. Which you already know she's in, the Ahsoka episode. That's all I'm going to say. The Ahsoka episode, we should just get to that one. Because there's only so Mandalorian does a really good job of not having filler.
Yeah.
And there's only one filler episode. Mm-hmm. So as long as you can get past that filler episode and you can get to the Clone Wars, I call them the Clone Wars arc because they bring back characters from the Clone Wars animated series, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever. Because it really helps the prequels and it really helps Revenge of the Sith. Look, you see, you almost died when drinking the water the first time.
I'm grabbing the water. I'm chugging again. Before I go on this 5-minute hiatus, I want to say one thing. If I die, tell my wife I loved her.
You don't have a wife.
Yeah, but probably I'm guessing in the future, maybe when I'm, let's say, 35. Let's say I get married at 35. Because I don't want to, okay. When would you want to get married?
Anytime after 25.
Anytime, yeah.
After
okay.
25.
I want to have my 20s. I want to meet a nice girl. Be like, hi.
Hi. What's going on?
You're awesome.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey.
Handshake.
Handshake. The most friend-zoned way to greet someone. Handshake.
Hey buddy. Handshake. We're doing an aggressive handshake. Also. I always do that to creep them out. So when you give someone a handshake, and then your hand's right at their wrist,
I was about to crush your toe.
Please don't. But you take your finger and then you just rub it on their wrist a little bit, and it freaks them out. Connor, stop trying to rub your foot.
No, I was trying to crush your toe.
Stop. Well, then stop trying to crush my toe.
No fun.
Okay, but ideally, what I want to be, I don't want to have to worry about money by the time I'm 35.
Oh, bro, you're always gonna be worrying about money.
Well, yes, but ideally, this is the thing. I want to, I'm not going to, but I'm saying, by the time I'm 35, I want to be able to retire if I wanted to. I don't want to retire.
You can't retire at 35. You can only
retire
at the age of 66.
Well, okay, I know that is. I'm just saying, I'd be financially stable enough to retire.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be when I'm 35.
That's what all people want to be when they're 35.
Okay, no, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna make a savings account. I'm gonna save.
Bro, I got one of those.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm already thousands.
Well, but
thousands
you're not making that. I'm
parallel.
saying when I start work, which a year, ish.
Something like that. I don't know. I have to do the calculations.
I'll
do the math
year
later.
and 9-ish months.
The 50s.
Also, I probably don't want to get a car. I got eventually, just if I need it.
Well, yeah, but
honestly, I really prefer riding my bike places.
But the Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, yeah.
I
could ride my bike there.
But the Dairy Queen's an hour away by car.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah,
they're
building one. Let's not jinx it because they were gonna build one in
Hey, stop saying. Fine. You know what?
Dairy Queen.
You said the O word.
Oh.
You know what? We live in Florida.
That's it.
Yeah. And
Well, didn't you say the only people that are gonna actually watch this are?
Who knows? What if it blows up in the future? I'm thinking.
You're very optimistic.
I know. I'm an optimistic guy. All right,
I'm
now
not.
the time. Okay.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not at all. Well, this is coming from a guy that thinks the prequels are good, so it needs to take it with a grain of salt.
But yeah, I think that. I want because I was watching Sunday Sauce podcast, your grandmother's favorite podcast.
Yes.
That's their thing that they say right when they talk about it with Vinny and Phil. Mm-hmm. You know Vinny, but
yeah, I know Phil.
They had a guest on it. They had Shady Penguin.
Which actually I want to talk to you about that.
Hold on. They had Shady Penguin on there, and he said that he wanted to be He wanted to retire at 30, as a joke, but he said he wanted to be financially stable to retire at 35, and I'm like. That's a really good goal. I want to be able to do that.
All right, yeah, but
okay, what were you gonna say about that?
In other news, it's not about that. Actually, I was wondering if people in the comments, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, even though no one's gonna actually watch this video. So they're gonna be really great for the YouTube algorithm. And so if you guys want, I'm working on a D&D campaign. It's totally not based off the Star Wars prequels. It's featuring Han Solo
You're solo as your main guide through this epic quest of space.
Wait, so are you saying that we do like a D&D thing?
Yeah, but we can like bring a guest on so it's not weird. Cause,
well, yeah.
Because I can't. I've tried multitasking with my character and the dungeon master.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
I remember you did that one time.
Yeah, and we didn't get anywhere. Mainly because you kept joking around, and I was just like, bro, that's why I get mad at you, because
I've matured.
Because I get
that was like 2 years ago.
Like, you would get mad at me when I get mad at you. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to play the game.
Listen.
Just roll the dice.
That was 2 years ago. I'm a much more mature person.
But the thing is when you were using that Mandalorian ripoff.
Hey, okay, I didn't mean to make a Mandalorian ripoff.
I'm just joking with you, man. It's actually a really thought out character. My character
really
was kind of thought out, but it was also based off of a Final Fantasy character. So
I want to remake it, Jardiel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my favorite.
My character was Rolf the Elf.
Rolf the Elf, I remember that one.
Elf.
Oh, yeah.
It went through a bunch of different designs, but I think the final design was a Warforged / Elf fighter. Which was really cool because I like to create like my own race, and so I did. I fused like the cyborg and the elf, and then like fused.
Crap. Okay, but there's something we're gonna figure out with the game. I was thinking like we do a long episode of gaming, where we do. Okay. How about this? Eventually, in the future, when we get big enough, we could start streaming.
Yeah. But like,
and we stream games.
Okay, so remember when you were texting me the other day, right? And you were saying you were gonna play Final Fantasy like 9 or something next or whatever.
Yeah, after I finish 6, which will be
6 can be a fast pace. 6 can be a fast pace. You can get 6 done.
Well, in a couple. Connor, you're talking about me. When I really only have free time on the weekends.
Actually true. Yeah, like me, I play video games.
Because
it still took me a long time
to
beat 6. Like, I'm not done with 6 yet. I still have, like, the other half of the game to do. Because the floating continent, like I was telling you, it feels like... Spoiler warnings. It feels like the final boss, but it's not the final boss. Mm-hmm. And then after the big reveal, that's the halfway point. You have so much more to do. I'm not going to tell you what, but there's so much more to do. And it's just like... Dang. And while that stuff is happening, it's not like they throw out the plot completely. They're telling you, go and do the plot. There is more plot. There is more because Final Fantasy VI goes on the principle that you can do a great story without having to advance the plot. Okay. Most of the characters' dialogue and most of the characters' black flashes and most of the character development is not mandatory. It is completely optional. You can do the mandatory character development, and that is it. That's what Final Fantasy VII, I think, is a little bit wrong with the story, is it uses the character development to always progress the story. Yeah. Final Fantasy VI shows that you can use character development to not just progress the story, but to actually tell... Like the Star Wars actually does pretty well with actually like kind of like not using the story to progress, but using the story just to like focus on the characters and have you care for them. Yeah. Like honestly, the only characters I cared about in Final Fantasy VII was Tifa, Cloud, Aerith, and Vincent. And the only reason I cared about Vincent was because I thought he was cool.
Barrett.
Barrett was cool, I guess.
Barrett, there's like a whole thing that you gotta care about Barrett.
Yeah, I know.
Even when you kill the guy.
I know, but I kind of
he's still like having really Barrett's only care is like his daughter.
Yeah, I get that, but it's not conveyed very well.
Oh, okay, I'll agree with that.
Because the remake does this very well. The remake does it very well. They make him seem like he's like the Avalanche stuff is his like one of his priorities, but his first priority is being a good dad to Marlene.
Yeah.
That is his first priority. It tops Avalanche. It tops the Mako reactors. It tops Shinra. It tops his team. As long as his daughter is fine and she is happy and she is safe. Yeah. It's fine. When Cloud's just kind of standing there and he's like hi to the little girl and she gets scared, Barrett gets up and he's like ready to fight. He's like, bro, you scared my daughter for, huh? Let's go, man. Let's go. Wow. And just like a punch, but it just.
Also, sorry if you hear that. There's some cars going by outside.
Dang cars! Don't they know we're trying to film a
cars?
Can't they be more concerned? We're trying to film a podcast here.
The best podcast ever.
You're being a little bit too optimistic now.
I'm sorry, but I'm just making jokes, okay?
You see, I live under the principle that as long as you never get your hopes up ever,
I know.
It'll normally work out.
As long as you never get your hopes up, you'll never get disappointed.
Exactly.
Or if you,
I did not get my hopes up for the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it was pretty great.
If you
Now,
never,
I had my
because-
hopes up for Final Fantasy 7, and that's kind of what let me down. I was like,
Also, you spoiled yourself about so much. So like the big
No,
plot turns.
actually, I didn't know a lot would happen. I knew what happened a little bit in this. I actually didn't know a lot about Final Fantasy 7. I knew the big reveal of Aerith. Spoiler warning for a game that's over 30 years, over 20 years old. Aerith dies at the end of Disc 1.
Hey man,
Everyone knows.
why are you spoiling the game for me?
You beat the game.
I know, I beat it before you, and it's like one of my favorite games.
Exactly.
But
Aerith dies at the end of Disc 1.
But.
And that's all I really knew up to. Disc 2, I didn't really know. I knew like some stuff with huge materia.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I kind of knew like the Sephiroth fight at the very end with you, just Cloud and Omni Slash and just you.
Speaking of which, have you beaten the game yet?
No, I told you.
Beat the game.
I will. I've been playing my PS4. Okay.
Just stick it in the PS4.
That's not how that works.
I know that's not how it works. That's what she said. Also, I'm just looking at this water. I drank like almost half a gallon in like that one sitting, but I'm gonna have to piss so much later. You know, I'm really enjoying this. We're gonna keep it going an hour and a half.
We say an hour. We say an hour, 15 minutes.
We're not gonna go past an hour and a half. That'll be too long.
And then he's like 4
Then
hours
we're gonna.
later.
Then if we reach 4 hours, we're gonna be on Joe Rogan level. Literally, he does podcast. Like I think I've seen them. Like on average, they're all more than 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Have you watched any Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I watched the stuff with him and Steven because I not to get political, but I watched Steven Crowder.
No. Please don't get into politics.
I'm not
at all.
I'm not
Please
trying
stop.
to. I'm just saying that
right now.
Well, I'm just saying I watch Steven Crowder, and that's all.
Honestly,
that's
I don't even know who Steven Crowder is. I try to stay out of politics as much as I can. Shut up.
I find it funny.
That's all you need to say.
That's all you need to
now
say.
we never talk about politics ever again.
That's why I said I watched Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Because of that guy, I was like, oh, I know that. I know him.
Okay.
Which is the reason why you play Final Fantasy Dissidia. Because that game is literally the characters being like, hey, we're going to fight for the light. And the villain being like, hey, we're going to fight for the dark. And then they're fighting. And then the fighting. Oh. Which the story isn't like, you would think that the story would be like unlocked.
How did you immediately go to Final Fantasy Dissidia?
I don't know.
From Joe Rogan
I just did.
to Final Fantasy Dissidia?
Star
there was
Wars.
no segue at all.
You know what? Empire Strikes Back is one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah, I have my shirt somewhere. I think it's still in the dryer. But yeah.
I think Empire is the second best Star Wars movie.
I'd say it's the best. That's my opinion.
It's a close second for me because I'm a Clone Wars and Rebels fan. So watching Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones. I'm talking about Clones. I'm talking about Clone Wars. You literally.
You hear it now, folks. Connor is the biggest fan of Attack of the Clones.
No, I said the Clone Wars.
He doesn't not say it.
I don't like Attack of the Clones. It's actually my least rated Star Wars film. It is worse than Rise of Skywalker.
Wow.
In my opinion.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me.
Rise of Skywalker at least gets Palpatine right.
Also,
all right.
Where is it?
Attack of the Clones is I don't like style.
Do you see an orange deodorant? It's supposed to be on the floor.
It's right over there.
Yeah, it's just a joke that it. There's this orange floor deodorant. No one no one needs to question it, but there's just an orange deodorant on the floor. That's it. Nobody questions it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Star Wars.
Okay.
I like the
clone.
yeah.
Great. Now I lost.
So
I was gonna say something about Pink Floyd, probably.
The Clone Wars animated series makes the prequels movies so much better because of Ahsoka Tano, the relationship she has with Anakin, and the relationship Obi-Wan has with Anakin.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So Ahsoka Tano is the newest character.
Ahsoka Tano.
Okay. So she's in the Clone Wars, and she's kind of what Anakin would have been if he was born in the Republic, where he would have been taken to the Jedi Order automatically.
Yeah.
Right? And, so basically, it's a thing, it's basically like,
Sorry, I'm gonna cut in, I'm starting chugging.
Alright, so basically, it's to show that Anakin had an apprentice before Revenge of the Sith.
but about like the end of the season, the end of the series was supposed to be season 6. Actually, Disney did season 7, but season 6 shows Ahsoka being framed for something that she did not do. That she murdered a bunch of clones, and that was it. And that she murdered a person who blew up a bomb in the Jedi Temple, which is just unspoken. Like, the Jedi Temple is a sacred place. You do not go blowing up bombs, even though I have my problems with the Jedi. But basically, Ahsoka is framed for murder of this, and the clones start to like be like, "Hey, you're under arrest." And Ahsoka's like, "Ha, nah, man." And so she's kind of like dodging them, and like, but then she comes around a corner and she sees a bunch of clones dead, and she sees her lightsabers, and she's like, "Oh crap, who did this?" And then she looks back, the clones are watching her. She's like, no, I didn't do this. And the clones are like, "Too bad, you killed clone troopers." And he points her guns at her, and she just runs. And it starts this whole debacle, and then at the end of this arc, Ahsoka is dismissed from the Jedi Council, and then is found the real perpetrator by a Padawan that thinks the Jedi Order has become corrupt, which it has. And Ahsoka Tano decides that she will leave the Jedi Order because she just no longer believes in it. And it shows this is really when Anakin starts to doubt the Order. It was before Revenge of the Sith. He was doubting. He was being like, "This is not right. The Order has become corrupt." Ahsoka saw it firsthand. And that's really what makes his turn happen in Revenge of the Sith. He's like, the Jedi Order has been corrupt. My Padawan saw it. I've seen it with my own eyes. The Jedi are evil.
Okay, sorry. I got it down to close to 5, but... Oh.
3 hours into the past.
Okay. What I was gonna say. Don't you need to be a Jedi Master to have a Padawan? And
No, just the Jedi Knight. That's what my thing was too, and it was because in the Revenge of the Sith, the big thing was, Anakin's on the Jedi Council, but he's not a master. So how could he have a Padawan?
That scared the crap
Yeah,
out of
me
me.
too.
That
I was
was
like,
my
wait,
phone
what?
notification.
It was like,
It's Aaron from Game Grumps. He's like melon. All right.
So as I was saying, bagel sandwiches.
Sandwich. Oh, hey! Don't release my new pop hit single.
Coming soon.
That's gonna be
to
a
music
joke.
stores near you.
Move your
Pickles.
foot away from the green thing. That works. Also, did I ever mention I like your shoes?
Yeah, I know.
They look nice.
Yeah, they really are.
They're kind of high tops. A little
bit.
like high tops.
I can't wear high tops. Actually.
I like high tops.
I can't wear my feet. Don't fit
But
them.
because I do like stuff at the gym and stuff. I don't like high. They're just like too restrictive. Right now, I actually got for Christmas I got these really good Nike shoes, and I've never had like really good name brand shoes besides a pair of Reeboks. I think they're like good name brand, but those are high tops but they were really good. Actually, I found my aunt she went to a yard sale. She found a pair of Jordans, and she was gonna give them to her son, but they didn't fit his feet. So she's like, "Okay, well Riley," and I'm like, "Hey,
Give
shoes."
you now.
No, she was like, "Hey, shoes," and I'm like, "Hey, cool, let me try them on." And she's like, "Okay," and she like, "Here," and I'm like, "Awesome, thank you." And I put them on, and I'm like, "Oh, these are nice." I think they're in a bag because I've had this was like a few years ago now, but I need to take them to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Because they're for
Or
one.
take them to the pawn shop. Get money out of them.
No, because they don't look the same as they did when I got them.
They are not good. They got the holes.
No, they don't got any holes. I never get holes in my shoes.
Yeah.
But actually, that's a lie. Look at my pair right there. Those are my.
I actually don't buy shoes over $15.
Yeah.
I think the highest
that's-
amount I've ever my grandma bought these shoes. I didn't buy these shoes. That has ever been spent on me on shoes has been $60.
Yeah.
These piece of crap Nike that I got out of the Nike store, gone in 6 months. They were all dirty. They were black, so I made sure they didn't get dirty. They were all messed up. They didn't fit me. They were at holes, and I was like, this is no reason for me to actually buy these $60 shoes if I can't wear them in 6 months. Because they had a measuring thing. They said I was a 6, and I was like, okay.
Foot. Kind of move your chair a bit sorry, we have like this thing. I have this little setup. For one, it helps for like music and stuff. But like, yeah, makes sense. But shoot, I was doing something.
Oh well, I was saying that like these like Nikes and they were $60. That's why when I see people buy Yeezys for like $500, I'm like, bro, you ever gonna wear those?
Okay.
I swear to God, if you say I have Weezy, I will walk out of here right now and
I like
steal that.
Weezer. They're
Weezer,
cool, man. I got the blue album. Because he said Weezies.
Weezies.
No, Yeezys. No.
No.
But I gotta say, some of them actually look cool.
I think that's the reason.
The Mario shoes. Have you seen those?
Not yet.
They're actually pretty. Vinny, original 151. He has them like on display because he's like a big Super Mario fan.
Yeah.
But like they actually look pretty cool. I'd never buy them because that's like way too much. The most I'd spend on a pair of shoes is $50. But I got the Nike pair that I got. That's why I've never had name brand shoes because I don't like to spend a bunch because those have been like my favorite shoes ever. The ones over there, they kind of like slip on kind of. But yeah, those are like $25-$30 and they've lasted for a while.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Start talking about how Attack of the Clones.
5 more minutes and then we gotta end.
Yeah.
I know this has been fun. I know
but
we want to keep
remember
going.
Comment if you guys do want to see us do gaming stuff. Maybe we'll co-op Final Fantasy 9.
We'll do that. We'll eventually. I want to.
Except in Final Fantasy 9, I do want to rename the characters, just because they're supposed to feel like a Final Fantasy 1 adventure.
Okay.
Kind of with a bit more plot. So I feel like we should name them.
I get that.
Like we don't have. Maybe we'll just pick like 2 characters that like will be named after us. I call them.
Yeah.
I call them. Sorry. Come on, he's my favorite character, man. He's my favorite character.
But
you could be
he's short. I'm short. You're tall. You can be the big armor guy.
Steiner. I'm not being Steiner.
Okay. Well, we got 5 minutes left.
So
4 minutes ish.
I guess.
Oh, 4 minutes 20 something.
Okay. Okay. So guys, remember to like.
Stop.
No.
Stop right there. Just do the likes, do the subscribbles, and there you go. That's all we gotta do.
Press every button.
Press all the buttons.
Except for the dislike.
Yeah, press every
conceivable button except for the dislike.
And yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, before we end,
comment and make sure you guys want to see D&D stuff. I like D&D. It's fun.
Okay, before we end, top 5 bands. We gotta let them know. Sit closer to the mic.
Alright, top 5 bands. I'll start.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's number 1?
No, 5.
That's 5. Alright, so we're going 5 up. Okay.
Yeah. 5. 4 would probably be Dragon Force. 2. I mean that's 2. 3 would be the
Beatles, right?
No, the Beatles.
Beatles are number 2.
Yeah, Beatles are number 2. The number.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Would probably be Apocalyptica. Would be number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be Beatles, and number 1 is Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, yeah. I was surprised about that because I never knew you really listened to Rolling Stones.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs is "Sympathy for the Devil."
Sympathy for. I've never heard that one. Wow.
We're listening to it. Later.
Not right now.
Not right now. After this, we're gonna probably go pop in the DVD player, that '70s show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just look at. So for you guys that they don't have a camera, I just look at him with all in serious intent to murder if he says no.
Okay, right? So it helps me if I go from 1. Number 1, NSP. I'm not gonna say the title because I want to keep this as family PG-13, but
even though we have not cussed once.
Just
Proud.
I said piss, but that's.
I wanted to, but
don't. I stopped myself a few times.
I was about to say.
What if my
HE double toothpicks, but
HE double toothpicks. Oh my god, het.
No, HE double toothpicks because the toothpicks look like L's. So.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Toothpicks they look like L's, lowercase L's.
Toothpicks.
Yes, toothpicks.
Oh yeah.
They look like L's and they have
You
like
mean
a spike.
hockey sticks?
Yeah, it's hockey sticks, but game theory says toothpicks.
Oh.
Because they like their capitalization.
They like their capitalization.
So basically,
okay. So, number 1, NSP. You can look it up if you want. It's the
guys who did one of the guys who did Game Grumps, and then the other guy
Dan Avedon
Game Grumps
and
pretty cool.
Brian Wecht. plus Ninja Brian and Danny Bang. I won't say the first word because
Family friendly.
Yeah. But a lot of another one of my favorite bands, probably number 5 on my list, would be TWRP, Tupperware Remix Party. They're really good.
All right.
Okay, number 2 would be. It's a tie.
This determines a person you are.
Probably okay. I'm thinking either the Beatles or Pink Floyd. If not, whichever one that isn't, that would be number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. This one's tough. Ooh, wow. Okay. Oh wait, that's right on time. Shoot.
Beatles on anywhere on the list?
Yeah, they're number 2. Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 2, number 3. Pink Floyd are kind of.
Yeah, they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
Depends on
Hold
the
on.
day.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Connor, entertain the people. I gotta think about this over long thoughts.
You gotta take a piss?
No.
Oh.
Rush. Why was I forgetting that? Rush.
You forgot Rush? That's like one of your favorites.
I know. I don't know why I was forgetting.
With the 20-minute long song.
Yeah, 2112. I don't know why I forgot Rush. Okay, so yeah. Number 1 NSP. Number 2 and 3 Beatles and Pink Floyd. They're kind of interchangeable. Number 4 Rush. Number 5. Also Rush.
Did you say that was Tupperware number 5?
Tupperware and a Remix Party.
Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
I have a more classic rock type of approach. You have a more mainstream type.
No.
Something like that. I don't know.
Mainstream.
I was just saying
Connor,
words.
You listen to NSP. They're comedy music, and they're like.
I was just saying
rock.
words to make myself.
Have you listened to Tupperware Remix Party?
Look. I was saying words to make myself sound smart.
Okay, like yes, you are more classic rock, and even though like three out of the 5 bands on my thing are classic rock.
Yeah, but I just because I because I thought it was because I've never really liked pop music. I kind of just I kind of liked it.
NSP and TWRP are pretty much rock.
I'm just saying why I have so much to say rock is like a lot of people at the summer camp I went to loved pop music.
Yeah.
And I just did not care for it.
I just met you. This is crazy. So here's my number. Call me baby.
Don't listen to this with headphones, guys.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap it up now. So.
All right, great. So
Do you say your goodbye?
Goodbye and do the things.
Put your head in the bag.
All right.
Bet. Well, Connor is killing himself. Please reach out if you are considering any self-harm. The suicide hotline, just look it up. I don't know the number. I probably put it in the description because Connor's already dead. Well, too late for him. Anyway. But yeah, suicide hotline, 1-800 something. I'll put it in the description or in the comments or something. Anyway, I will see all you bagels next time. Yes, we're bringing that back. Yeah. Anyway.
Explain that.
We already explained it.
Oh, we did explain it?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot.
Oh, hey, you're dead.
All right.
Sip
Did you take my coffee?
No, I didn't take your coffee. Die right now. Die. Good. You're dead. All right. Goodbye, bagels.